All right, looks like we are live for Thursday. Yeah, we're live for Thursday because we gotta do this early. Baseball always does that. It's kind of funny. Usually, baseball is delayed because of everything else, but this time we are delayed because of baseball. We are actually going to do this one early today because I got baseball tonight. So that's pretty much what I'm saying. So, what do you say, Nick Rack? Do you like the early shows? I don't know, Theygone. I don't know if I like the early shows. You always make me get up. Well, it's always good to get up in the morning and get things going, don't you think? Well, that's true. You're sure been walking a lot. I have been walking a lot. You know why I've been walking a lot? Well, why is that there, God? Because it's a responsible thing to do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is that the theme of today's show? Is today's show theme all about responsibility? Oh, it is. It is going to be all about responsibility today. Well, let's get this thing going. Get the safety brief done. Okay, well, I guess I'll get the safety brief done. Once again, my name is Theygone. You can find me on the Twitters on Theygone at 238, or you can always find me here on YouTube every Thursdays. Usually I do it at 6 o'clock Pacific and 9 o'clock Eastern, but I'm thinking about playing with that around that time. Hey, why don't you hook me up with a comment below or on the sides, wherever they are, or hook me up on Theygone238 and let me know what you think of. It's a good time. Remember, I'm on the West Coast, so I don't know where all you cats are from, so I gotta say that. But anyway, so once again, I'm Theygone. I was in the United States military. I was a cook. I jumped out of airplanes, and I had the honor of being in the Special Forces units. I deployed to Afghanistan 2004 to 2005. I joined the National Guard and became a sergeant. We used to do safety briefings all the time for long weekends and things like that. So this is kind of my hip pocket safety training for you. Once again, you can find me at Theygone on the Twitters, Theygone238, or you can find me on here on YouTube, just Theygone. So once again, here's that safety brief. So here we go. Are you ready? Here we go. So if you're gonna go out swimming, make sure you're swimming with a buddy. That way you stay safe. Make sure you don't stand under trees when it's raining because it might hit by lightning. If you're gonna go out, make sure you go out with the buddy system. Go out with some friends and stuff, and you have that designated driver. That way, that designated driver can get you to point A to point B and point C and back again. So that way everybody's all right, and that way they can have fun pictures to kind of blackmail you later for. And like I said, be good out there. If you ever get in a pickle, make sure you have some extra money on you. I always think it's smart to put it in your boot or inside your hat or something like that. So if your wallet gets stolen, you're able to get home all right. If everything gets too crazy out there, make sure you're calling in. Make sure you're calling in to folks know where you're at. And then, if you're reaching out, if things get too dark or something like that, reach out to folks. I'm always available on the DMs, or you can always reach out to your family and stuff like that. Always be a light out there. Make sure, you don't always have to do something, but say something. Make sure people are all right. You might not have to go get totally involved, but a simple hello is good. Because we need you all back. And as I say, be your own hero, because you don't know, someday you might be somebody else's hero. You just don't know it yet. Just always come back. Like I said, that's about it. So I'm gonna grab a drink of water. What do you think, Will? Do you think that was a pretty good safety briefing this week? Oh, I think it's always the same thing. They're gone. Always the same safety brief over and over. You know why we do those safety briefings like that? I don't know. Well, you're gonna tell me, aren't you? It's because all you little troopers out there. Oh yes, all of us little troopers get in trouble, and we don't stay safe. We speed through life just like me. Just remember, everybody. Will Nick Rat here is the begotten son of Grand Moff Tarkin after they stopped using clones. So it's true, they stopped using clones, and so I ran right to the speed apart core as fast as I could get speed. I speeded there. Yeah, that's fun, Nick Rat. Like I said, I'm gonna get a drink of water. We're gonna go into some army stuff. Like I said, today's kind of a theme of today's show is gonna be responsibility, and we'll kind of see where that conversation leads us. Oh, gonna be responsibility. Yeah, responsibility. So in the military and then with most things in life, you take up on the lawn. You're always taught that you know the guy's job below you, your job, and you got the guys above your job. But with anything else, you don't have to take responsibility to its nth degree all the time. It's always good to take responsibility for your actions and atone for those. It's once you atone for them, then those things are over. But you can't take responsibility for things that you don't have control over. It's kind of you have to do that in the military. Things are going to happen. Maybe you're not going to get promoted. Maybe you're not putting in the effort to do well enough or something like that. Or just maybe things happen. Some things happen. You can try to do your best and the best things, and you all prepare for it. But the same thing is they just happen. And when those things do happen, you have to understand this. You have to end this responsibility with you and with whatever the situation is. Like I said, you You know the guy's job below you, your job, and the guy above you. But when it gets there, it ends there. Whatever kind of happens, you have to like I said, I'm a Christian, so you kind of leave that up to God's hands. Once again, with the two rules: honor God above all their others, and love others as your own. That's pretty much it. So that's kind of my military kind of responsibility. There is that responsibility you do take on your day-to-day life, and you should meet those responsibilities, whatever those are. But understand that many things in life aren't a responsibility that you should hold on to. Is what I'm trying to say. So what do you think, Nate Rackley? Is that too dark? Oh no, they're going. So what you're saying is you can't always be responsible. No, Nick Rackley. Yes, you can't always be responsible. Oh, so I can just go and get fat and eat all the fat pills. Oh, no, then you couldn't fit into your speeder biker chute, and then you would be responsible to yourself. Well, I guess so, but I understand what you're saying. Like, I couldn't be totally responsible. The Jedi stole my speeder bikers and zoomed away. I was just out there patrolling. Maybe I'll meet some nice Ewoks and have a nice picnic. Well, that's true. You never know what could have happened. But they stole your speeder bikes. Who knows? Yeah, you never know those. I think. What's that, Nick Grant? What do you think? I think the Jedi, their whole issue, especially the Skywalkers, always causing stuff. Yeah, it's true. They always do cause issues. Anyway, so that's pretty much the topic this week. I hope you got a chuckle out of it just like I did. I'm going to be sharing a lot of things today, a lot of Star Wars related, because to be honest with you, G.I. Joe, there's a lot of cool G.I. Joe stuff out there, don't get me wrong, and all sorts. People who make stuff, people who do custom stuff. You can always buy really cool stuff on eBay or whatever, or you can find out in local stores, whatever. That's cool. You use stuff, but like I said, I'm dying on that hill where I'm not buying any GI Joe. I have 2 pre-orders coming in because we have pre-ordered by which I never do again. Coming in, but outside of that, no new GI Joe until I get a paratrooper. That's it. Just give me a paratrooper. Give me a parachute pack. I don't care. Just give me a Sergeant Airborne. That'd be cool. He's not necessarily a paratrooper. He's more of a air assault trooper than a paratrooper, but he's still cool. And so I'd still consider him a paratrooper because he probably went to jump school too. And then anyway, until I get a paratrooper, there's no GI Joe. I'm sorry. I'll enjoy GI Joe. I won't be down on it. I won't say like, what, GI Joe sucks, but I'm just gonna be. Yeah, that's the way it's gonna be. So that I said, but let's get to the sharing. As you guys kind of saw on my wife's birthday, I bought something. I bought things for myself, and I'm horrible. But the one of the things I did buy, I shouldn't have bought on my wife's birthday, is I collect these models. Slow down. I collect the Hot Wheels models. They're the ships and stuff. I'll show you some of the first one I got. The first one I ever got. This is a long time ago, but I got one of the Star Destroyer ships. From the Empire. I love them because they're just little tiny ships and they're so pretty good and detailed, and they're not that expensive. They're under $7 now. They're under $7, but you could usually get them for under $5 actually. And then they're all detailed. They come with little stands and stuff, and you can pivot. You can pivot them on the stands and move it around a little bit, I guess. But I don't really do that much. So there's that. There's that one. And then the next one I got was a TIE fighter. A little TIE fighter. I like the little TIE fighters. They're all right. The little TIE fighter. I don't have an X-wing yet, but the thing about it is some of the years they don't make all the different ships, and so that, or every year they're gonna make a X-wing, or they're gonna make a TIE fighter. So you don't have to buy those ones because they're gonna make them every year. So, but I am getting some special ones that are coming up. I haven't opened them yet, but I might someday. But they're pretty cool. But like I said, there's a little TIE fighter if you see it. I love these little. These are the Hot Wheels. Starship collection, I guess. They've made them for a long time. They used to make them little other things little too, I guess. But these are the hot. I collect these. I enjoy. I don't collect a lot of Star Wars, but these are. I really like these a lot. The next one I got was you guys have seen this one before. I shared it a couple weeks ago. But this is the speeder bike. These like a Hot Wheels. It has all of them on the back. It's pretty cool. Like the ones for that year on the back. So I decided to get this one because, of course, I will here. I love this little speeder bikes. There's just something about them, their style. It's just I love the little hood, and then with them showing up in Mandalorian, that was funny. And then I posted a while ago these about existential speeder biker troopers. They're questioning why they were doing all this stuff. It was pretty funny. That's how I think of Star Wars in a way. Is you can make anything you want out of it. I want to see a Rosencrantz and a Guildenstern a speeder biker true spin-off show. I think that'd be funny and they can make fun of it and have fun with Star Wars. Some people wouldn't be upset by that because it like breaks the lore of Star Wars. But if they've already done that, folks, Star Wars is what we've made of it now. And so you can either be lore heavy and canon heavy, or you can just say whatever. I'm in the camp where I respect the lore and I get it, and if that's what you want to talk about, cool. I'll just get out of the conversation. But I like to make Star Wars kind of whatever it is. Like I'm like this speeder biker trooper. Like who is this guy? Nothing. You know, like here's this little speeder bike. That's cool. And then I also got I picked up this other day. I shouldn't on my wife's birthday, but I picked up the this is from the Clone Wars Republic attack gunship, and this is what I got. I think it's really cool. I really dig the idea of the clones. I never, because like I said, I'm not a big Star Wars guy. I never knew they were clones until the prequels. Because I just didn't know. I mean, I wasn't a big Star Wars guy. I always saw them on TBS and stuff, and until the prequels came out, and I was like really cool. I like the idea of it, and then them all coming from Jango Fett. Like that's why I always give all the Mandalorian people and all the Boba Fett people hard times. Like Jango Fett's dad is the dad, man. He killed him. It sucked. Anyway, I like that character because there's nothing in him. He's blank. I mean, he's just what we see of him in the prequels and maybe in some of the other shows, like the Clone Wars cartoon show. He might be there or something like that, or I don't know. But anyway, I don't know nothing about that show. But and on the back, you can see once again on the back, and you can see all the ones that are out for this year or that year, that particular year. This was an older one, and so that's why I kind of picked it up. Like, so you can kind of tell what the older ones are from the newer ones because you see the newer ones more, obviously. And then I got this one off of eBay and. Once again, I shouldn't be buying stuff for myself during my wife's birthday, but Father's Day is coming up, so I said you can just take it out of my Father's Day. This is the A-Wing, the Y-Wing. Oh, the Y-Wing. Oh, my gosh. The Y-Wing is my favorite. Even when I was a kid, I love the Y-Wing. I like the look of it. It looks like an A-10. Let's move over, Will. I'm talking. Oh, it was my turn to talk. Theygone. Oh, I'm showing off the goods. Oh, okay, you got to show off the goods. Anyway, but I love A10s, and this just gives me the A10 with the double engines, and it's kind of a bomber, and I think of it as a support trooper too. If you've seen the Clone Wars, one of the gifts is the kind of the bombers, and coming in is really cool. So that's why I really think of this. And this year, obviously this year had all these kind of more classical ones because, like I said, it's an older one. I paid about $10 for this. That's with shipping, so that's not bad. The other one I got at a local store called Fred Meyer's. I got this one for $6.99. And then of course the speeder bike is for $6.99 too. And like I said, the other ones are older, so I got those probably under $5 at the time. But what course inflation and all that kind of stuff. So like I said, it is what it is. Like I said, you let it find you. That's what I always say. One more. I got a whole bunch of stuff to share today. It's a Star Wars extravaganza. What do you think, Nick? Oh yeah, it's about time. All you talk about is G.I. Joe all the time. No Star Wars, even though your co-host is a speeder bike trooper, huh? I'm a speeder bike trooper. Never saw Star Wars. Oh, I know. It's funny. And I'll show you. This is really cool. I bought this from a great guy. He's MCDC. He was selling on eBay and he had an auction up and he had some toys on there. And I got it. Obviously, this is original price $8, but I got it for like $1.99. That was free with free shipping. I feel bad because obviously I think the figure's worth more than that. It's just a Kylo Ren figure. But I got it from MCDC. I think he's MCDC on YouTube, but he's a really cool guy. He's Green Arrow. He's a really great guy. I talk to him all the time. He has a great kid. He just finished his psychology degree and master's or something like that, or doctorate or something like that. He's a really cool guy. But I got this from really cheap, and I feel bad because I always got him from really cheap. And so, but he's a great guy. I got so much more than that dollar or something because he's such a great guy to talk to. So anyway, yeah, I got me Kylo Ren. I haven't opened him up, but I thought it was really cool. I mean, for $1.99, you pick anything up for $1.99. And then also, as always, I always think Steve-O from Collecting Star Wars. I won a I can't even think of his name. The trap guy. His name is right on there. Admiral Akbar. Admiral Akbar. I won from him. It was really cool. I like those kind of side characters, and some people really set the way he died, but. Whatever, it's just that's the way it is. You just remember how he was, gosh darn it. And then on the back is all the ones you got to collect that year. It's really cool. Like I said, I like Boba Fett. It's just I don't know. Everybody likes him, so I know he's always going to be around. Like I always try to sometimes collect those characters that aren't going to be around, except for Crazy Legs, because no one wants a Crazy Legs. But anyway, but that's what I like. I like those characters, just odd kind of common man character. Like I saw this at hold on, I'm gonna reach over here and get a drink of water too. What do you? Oh, gotta get Will back on the screen. What do you think, Will? Is this crazy showing all this stuff? Oh, look at he's glutton, all this garbage back. You should hear his wife. His wife complains about all this stuff. It's just too much. Well, that's true, Will. It is too much. It is too much. But you know what? You just get slowly and be patient. That's what you have to do. Just get things slow and be patient and let it find you. And if you don't have money for something, just think about it for a while, put it away, or save up for it or do something, earn. I think some things times when things are earned, they mean a lot more. I think. I don't know. So we're about halfway through the show and we're almost finishing up Sharon. And then, then we'll wrap it up from there. Like I said, if you guys watching the replay, always give me some comments below or to the sides or whatever. And then hook me up on the Twitters with Theygone238. I talked about anybody got a cool project to share, whatever. Let me know. I like to talk. I'm not a reviewer really. I'm just a talker. So, like I said, I got this picked up at a local Matt's comic book shop in Corvallis, Oregon. They have a lot of cool comic book shop. Not a lot of toys, but I really thought it was cool because it was just the Rebel Trooper. It was really cool. I mean, yeah, he's kind of not proportioned very well, but I just kind of like the idea. It's like, oh yeah, cool. I just got the guy from the ship that gets choked out by Darth Vader. And then on the back was all the was the ones that year. A really cool guy, a really cool friend of mine, the real Hector. He's a wrestler and he was a wrestler and he came back into wrestling again because after so many years, he's a really cool guy. He also does reviews and stop motions and stuff like that. And he collects stuff like that all the time. So I kind of think of him when I think of opening a lot of toys and stuff. I was supposed to open up this the Mandalorian toy, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it properly because he kind of shows you what you do is you instead of like messing with the card and all the glue, just do a slit in the plastic, and then once the plastic is out, so that way it keeps integrity card. I'm not a reseller or nothing, but I'm sorry, but I want to touch these things. I want to hold them, and this is fun. Being able to like look at it and look at all the cool designs. You can't really see that in the box. And there's just something tangible about holding things, That's why I like to pick out a lot of pictures of my toys. That's me playing with them, just being tangible with them, and I'm just relaxing up whatever whatever that is, I don't know. Well, once again, but this is the Mandalorian I picked up. Remember, I was comparing and asking questions of Joe Berg and Havern, all those kind of great guys, and all those kind of big YouTubers. And everybody who wanted to listen, what would you pick up? Would you pick up this for $9.99 or would you pick up that for $17.99? I mean, you're saving almost $8. I mean, that's crazy. So, I mean, and I know this one was priced because I know they've gone up to $12.99, but still, they're the same kind of figure. They're not. I know the licensing fee. I get it, but at the end of the day, it's my pocketbook. It's I could get 2 of these for one of those. I mean, I know that's a horrible way to think about it, and that's not being a fan or whatever. But like I said, things find you. You'll find them on clearance. Let them glut the market, and then you find them on clearance. I know that's horrible and that's not good for the company, but not when the price is so it doesn't make sense. The 6-inch figures over $20 doesn't make sense to me. If you're gonna sell things, sell things. I mean, I get it, but I know there's margins and so many artists. I get it. I understand that. But if you're not being able to get your products out to the masses, what's the point? I mean, then you're just going to collectors who then you're going to have them sitting on the shelves because you're one. I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, you want your mom, pa, and your kid to be able to pick up a toy. You're like being able to pick up just a simple Hot Wheels car. That's the beauty thing about Hot Wheels cars and all that kind of stuff. It's $1. You can buy things for $1. Yeah, I'll show. I have 2 more things to share, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about too. So, like I said, this is Mandalorian. I was really lucky to get it. I was really excited. My wife was joking around with me about I should. I have been spending a lot of money lately, but she wasn't that. She's understanding. But it's really cool. I liked it a lot, and like I said, I like the idea because these guys are always kind of like knights. Especially the Mandalorians, they're doing that knights thing where knights can be both are part in the gray. They do good things and bad things, but there's an honor code to them, which is kind of cool. But I don't know. I have to see this. I don't. Is there a second season Mandalorian out? No, there's not. But I'll have to go back and rewatch the first one and pick up more of those themes, those kind of the honor system of Mandalorian. Because I don't know the lore very much, and I don't. Once again, I'm not a big big Star Wars fan, but all through Star Wars and GI Joe and things like that, I look at it through as literature, as an art form. I know it is art. I'm not saying it's not art, but I look at it through as more of a literature eyes of what themes am I picking up from this show. That's why I might. That's why with Obi-Wan, I'm not so angry about it because I'm not. Whatever, the writing is writing. I'm just picking up themes and I'm just going with it. Sometimes you just have to, you know. Oh no, I dropped Will. But sometimes you just have to. Sometimes you just have to go with those themes and just let them go, you know. And the show's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. I'm not saying you have to buy it all. I'm not gonna say you have to like it, but it is what it is. You know, I mean, at a certain point, you gotta get there. So like I said, a couple more things to go. And then we'll wrap this up. We're at the 20-minute mark, so like I said, no, any longer than this, and we're taking too much time out of your day. Two more things. So what I was talking about, things don't have to be expensive. I know I've railed on about this before, but that's fine. It's my show. I can rail on what I want about. But like I said, I got this little Jeep Doom buggy thing at the Dollar Tree. That's our local dollar store, the Dollar General, what do you want to call it? But it's not a dollar anymore. For $1.25. You know, that's a cool little thing. And you can put tons of things in here. You can paint this thing. I know the custom guys can do whatever like craziness to it. I don't know how much the plastic would hold the paint, but you would probably have to rough it up probably to get it to really get into those nooks and crannies. And hell, it's $1. It was $1.25. So you can just, if you F it up, you can just go buy a new one. Anyway, so yeah, just things, understand, like I've said before in different places, don't mistake worth for value or value for worth. They're two different things. Things can be worth more than they are to you than what their equated value is. So that's kind of how I see that. Anyway, but what a great guy. I've shared this before, but Brian Shearer, I think I'm saying his name right. I ordered a book from him and I got it in, and he's a great artist. He's showing up at Joe Fest to drop some names. He's showing up. Cobra Commander. Hooded Cobra Commander showing up. Some other guys are showing up. It's really great. So just go and see those guys. When you go see them, just be cool with them, you know, and say hi for me, you know. But just be cool with them. They're people too. And if they're having a long day or whatever, talking to lots of people, just give them that space, you know. If he's in the middle of eating a sandwich, don't expect him to talk much to you or whatever, because you gotta be nice. But Brian Shearer does wonderful work. I'm just kind of flipping through some of his stuff. I mean, here's this G.I. Joe page. I mean, look at that. I mean, the man's an artist. You know what I'm saying? The man does pro work. I'm not saying other people don't do pro work or nothing. I'm not a judge, but he piqued my interest and I got to talk to him a lot offline on DMs. So I'm not saying you do that all the time, but he's a nice guy. I mean it's really cool. So he made Ghostbusters and stuff. It's really cool. And he has his own comic book. Robot Thunder Punch or something like that. I'm sorry if I'm making that wrong. If I'm saying his name wrong. He does, a lot of Transformer stuff too. It's really cool. I like these art books because you can just pick them up. I should put it on a coffee table so you just pick it up and none of his stuff is profane. There's nothing I wouldn't show like my grandma. Well, I don't have grandmas, but I wouldn't show my mom or nothing like that. I don't see anything wrong with it. Things can be a little bit, not racy, but a little bit, I don't know how to put it, like titillizing, but like in a good way. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that because that's what art is too. Art to me, like I don't know, you're gonna get my philosophizing here. I'm looking at art, but to me, art is something that moves you. Anything that moves you, and that someone did, and then it moves you. I know that can be you're saying that can be a scribbles and all that kind of stuff, but in the essence of it is. And if your scribbles just don't mean nothing to nobody, they don't mean nothing to nobody, but they can if they can. I don't know. But like this is the one I had. He paid a little extra and got a personal picture, and this is the one I did. And I had him do for me, and I really liked it. I like the classic smirk he put on him, and it's kind of funny. It's really cool because as a cook, I always had that. I always had that smirk on my face, like "F you, dude. I'm not gonna do what you want me to do." Oh no, I'm taking a dip in my back to tank. Get me out of here. Yeah. So I don't know if it's a back to tank or what they call it, but that's what Will goes. He's in on back to tank to heal him up. So we're gonna wrap it up here. So once again, thanks for all coming, for watching the replay. Just make sure you hit me with some comments on the sides or below, or hit me on the YouTubes, and we'll see you next time. And be safe out there if you can't. Keep careful because you can't always be safe. But we need to come back to you, be your own hero, because you don't know if you're going to be someone else's hero anytime soon. Or someday, you never know. And just, be back, be safe. If you need to reach out to somebody, things can get dark. We all have it. It's all different colors. It's just different hues for me and you. That's all. It's all right. So we'll see you next time. Take it easy. And all right, bye. Ding.